Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you like what you see, please consider subscribing, or at the very least like the video. It really does help and it makes me feel good to see people subscribing. So little Christmas present, click it. Anyway, so in today's video I'm going to be talking about TV and movies that I've been watching that have been putting me in the holiday spirit. Now, this isn't necessarily only holiday movies, it's also television shows that have kind of helped me escape because let's be real here, we are all just kind of trapped at the moment. So it's just kind of fun to watch a TV show and to just kind of go into another world where you don't have to think about how chaotic real life is for like a few hours or a few days when you're watching this show or TV, or when you're watching this movie or this TV show. So I'm going to talk about the things that I've been watching. So as it turns out, I started my holiday movie kick a little earlier this year. I started actually before Halloween. So I'm going to be going back through the shows that I've watched and kind of giving my opinion. Now, this isn't going to be a full review on every show, but I'm just going to kind of go over what I've been watching, what I've been liking, what I recommend to watch. So if you want to hear about holiday movies on Netflix, keep watching. So I have my Netflix viewing history pulled up here, which you can view by user on your Netflix profile. So it might make you depressed, or it might make you be like, oh yeah, I've watched a lot of good things this year. So here is the most, I'll go in order of like most recent to like oldest holiday themed stuff. So I started watching Virgin River season 2, and oh my god, this show is so good. One of my most favorite things about Netflix is I feel like they kind of get a good idea for what everyone likes, and then they combine everything that everyone likes into like their own TV shows. So like they can kind of see, oh, people are watching this weird Lifetime thing, and they're also watching The Office, and they're rewatching these episodes. So it just kind of, I feel like they have like a really good grasp on like what people spend their time watching, and they just end up putting together these shows that are like, wow, did Netflix make this show for me? Because I'm kind of freaked out by how much I like this and how much it's just like all my favorite things wrapped into one. And I feel like Virgin River is the perfect example of a show like that. It's like part soap opera, part medical drama, part murder mystery, part I don't know, like Lifetime silly movie, and I just love it so much. The acting is fine. It's just kind of like the plot line, and then the set is really beautiful. I think it's supposed to be set in like Northern California, and it's just like mountains and hills and lakes and streams and kayaking and being in the woods and cabins, and it just is such a nice way to escape from being in a city, and it just makes me feel like I'm back in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of refreshing sometimes. So that is the one I've been watching most recently. I am on episode like 6 or 7 of season 2, so don't spoil it for me. The next thing that I just watched, and I watched this in the course of 2 days, was Dash and Lily. Now, this is a Christmas show, and they were really short episodes. I think there was like 10 in each in the first season, but each episode was only 20 to like 27 minutes, so it was like a really quick watch, but it was really cute. I don't know what else to say. Like, it just definitely brought me back to like living in New York during Christmas, and everything's really cold and beautiful, and like walking through the Strand, and like it felt like a walk down memory lane to me. So in a way it made me feel like I could escape, but then also it was a cute story. Like, I don't know, I feel like if you like cheesy teenager movies, but you don't want to admit that you like them, I think that this would be the movie for you. It definitely reminded me of like just cheesy teenage love stories. And I was all in on Dash and Lily. And it's just a cute, silly, fun show that's over before you can like think about it too deep. So also on my list is The Fireplace stream, which is 1 hour of fireplace video for your home. There are 3 editions. I personally like the Birchwood edition, which came out in 2015. So that's another one just to check and like have on the TV. It makes it feel like homey, and you don't have to go through the process of lighting the fire. It feels like there's a fire already lit. So like if you're missing that kind of feeling of having a fire around, definitely check out the fireplace episodes from Netflix. The next thing I watched on the day after Thanksgiving was the Christmas Prince series. I didn't finish the last one yet. I got interrupted by my boyfriend who was like, we should watch something that's not a holiday movie. And I'm like, all right, fine. I'll do it. The things we do for love. Anyway, so there is the Christmas Prince. And this is like the perfect Christmas movie. It's so cheesy. I love it so much. So like there is a prince and this reporter and she's like undercover and like it's a little uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like if I found out someone was doing that to me, I wouldn't want to marry them. But it is La La Land on Netflix. So I've watched The Christmas Prince, I've watched The Christmas Prince, The Royal Wedding, and now I'm on The Christmas Prince, The Royal Baby. I have to admit, I'm not a super fan of the baby edition, but I really like the wedding one, and I love the first one. I think the first one is like one of the better holiday movies that have been put out, you know, like cheesy holiday movies. So I have rewatched all of the Office Christmas episodes, which I think are really cute. And if you know the storyline, you could kind of just dip in and out of them. If you don't know the storyline and you don't care for The Office, I don't know how entertaining half of these would be, because some of them are like you need to see the previous episodes to kind of understand what's going on. But there's definitely some I can say, you know, probably the earlier ones. Definitely the earlier ones you could probably watch without knowing what the other ones are. But this you could watch the earlier ones without knowing the plot line necessarily. I just think it's fun to pick a TV show that's been on for some time, has had a few Christmas episodes throughout the seasons, and just watch them, just the Christmas ones. Another show I watched was Holiday Home Makeover with Mr. Christmas. So I've watched one episode of this and I was not a big fan, but I'm also like not a huge fan of like home makeover shows. So it could just be like not my cup of tea. I just felt like they kept trying to set stuff up and like there's just like a lot of shots of like the decorations falling down, and then they had like 4 trees outside the house. I'm like, that looks good, but that like they were cut down Christmas trees. I'm like, it seems a little wasteful to have 4. Why can't they just use fake ones? Anyway, I felt like it was not letting me escape in the way that I wanted to, because I was feeling a little critical of Mr. Christmas, but it is a cute show. If you like home decorating shows, I can see this being right up your alley. Okay, again, this is not Christmas themed, but I would say it's holiday themed because it's dark and it's dreary and it's kind of depressing, just a little bit like Christmas sometimes. The Crown. Let's just talk about The Crown. Amazing. Gillian Anderson, amazing, phenomenal. Like, could watch it all over again. But I definitely feel like The Crown, again, it's not like one of those that's a Christmas movie or a Christmas show or like a holiday show, but I feel like it's an escapist, like winter show. Just sit on the couch and like not feel bad about not doing anything and just have fun. So The Crown, I loved it. I loved it. I started watching one called The Christmas Wedding Planner. I don't remember finishing that. I also watched The Christmas Drop. I wasn't really into that one. Okay, so at the end of October, that's like when I started watching Christmas movies. And I must admit, I started a little early this year, but I mean, what else do we have going on? So Holidate. Holidate is one of the rare Christmas movies that I think is also an okay movie. Is it a great movie? No. Is it a bomb Christmas movie? Yes. Is it an okay actual movie? Yes. I would recommend watching this like as its own movie, not just like a Christmas movie. I love Emma Roberts. I love Emma Roberts. I've always loved her since like American Horror Story. They don't like my Christmas movie review. So I've always loved Emma Roberts. At first, I found her kind of annoying in American Horror Story, but then after like 6 seasons, she kind of grew on me. So now I'm a huge Emma Roberts fan. How many times can I say her name in one video? But yeah, definitely a fan. And then I watched Christmas Inheritance. I don't remember what that is. A Bad Mom's Christmas. A Bad Mom's Christmas was pretty good. It was fun. Definitely like a cheesy Mila Kunis, Bad Moms kind of series that, you know, if you just want to see like hijinks that moms do, I would recommend it. And then I've watched Let It Snow. Don't remember what that one was about. I've watched Holly Star. I think I just clicked on that one. I don't remember. A lot of these are kind of forgettable, honestly. And I think that is all I've. That's it. That's all I've watched. And before that, I was really into scary movies. Like I was watching Ratchet and silly shows. So yeah, that's what I've been watching so far this year. The season is young. We just had Thanksgiving. We're moving on to Christmas. I see more Christmas shows and more Christmas TV in my future. The thing I really like about Netflix movies is, well, like I said earlier, they just really like target their demographic. Like I feel like they make movies basically for people like me who just love holiday movies, and I think their movies are just so much better than like Hallmark movies, because I feel like Hallmark movies are like targeted at my mom, and like I just don't really get them sometimes, and like I don't feel like they're escapist enough. But I definitely love a lot of the ones on Netflix. So if I had to pick my top like recommendations, I would definitely say Holidate. I would definitely say Dash and Lily was really cute. And then like the Christmas Prince series is really good too. So yeah, this has just been like a roundup of like my Christmas movies and like escapist TV shows that I've been watching. So thanks for watching, and please go ahead and subscribe if you like this. And I will catch you in my next one. Bye.